Hi, welcome to my channel. My topic of presentation this afternoon is how findWHERE.info as a platform is able to help contractors, people with renovation skill of other expertise is to promote and advertise their service. Let me go in. Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Thomas Sim, PA2066. Today is 2nd of April. So findWHERE.info for repair and maintenance specialists. This doesn't stop here, as it is also for those skilled people who are involved in freelance work, including domestic helpers, elderly carers, those who are in their own freelance work to achieve service delivery to their clients. Let me begin. So using ICT in a real world setting, of course, is especially so after our COVID pandemic time where, people rely on social media, on handphone to achieve the promotion. Social media basically is about communication and advertising yourself to the public. So how do we want to achieve and what do you want to achieve? In fact, it's depending on your strategy, your business goal, and your goal in life. Of course, using some technology like social media or mobile media is now the trend and able to ride on this trend to advertise yourself. findWHERE.info as a platform is trying to craft out a niche area for all agents and specialists. So let's say now we have a team of skilled specialists, agents who work as a team. In the real estate business, you have people who also help in renovation of the house. Let us just choose this as an example. Of course, it doesn't stop here. As I mentioned earlier, it can involve other areas which are like domestic helpers, home carers, even some who manufacture things in their home backyard, or repair person who is skillful in certain types of repair, plumber, electrician, and renovation specialist. So there are 3 persons: Adrian, who is a plumber, Terence, who is an electrician, and also Kelvin, who is a renovation specialist. So this can be a business with an office with a lady administrative staff taking phone call, or it can be just a single person doing a business under enterprise or partnership. So this business entity can have a front or even office on the first floor of the shop lot and going into tender or contracts with the government projects. So these are common likelihood of how repair and maintenance engineers or specialists do their business setup. And this business front can be geo-linked to other outlets which is inside platforms like findWHERE.info. So we have named this entity as AB Repairs Agency. It's a community of agents. So this is a business outlet. And we have Adrian Plummer, who has 5 years experience doing piping, sewage, water heater, fixing, coaching is the main area. Terence, 15 years of experience, who is an electrician doing all the cabling, aircon, water heater, factories, and industrial cabling also. And you have Kevin, who is a renovation specialist who does work for brick, mainly cement and brick tiling, built from zero even, and reconstruction of houses for commercial or residential, focusing in the same area. So these are 3 characters we want to highlight to you how findWHERE.info can benefit these people in their skill promotion. So you know that we are looking at promoting our findWHERE network towards all the public clientele, and we have a targeted prospect basically as in shown here, and you are looking at all the listing coming from the left hand side, the blue color ones. So intermediary like agent or referrals, we may say that as a referrals for all these specialists, skilled people who earn their living through their services. So there are 2 ways that the platform findWHERE actually can assist these specialists. One is by conventional listing, The other one is by doing something called mapping for leads. I like to just explain a bit. Mapping for leads is more of putting advertisement for those businesses that are ancillary or those businesses that exist helping up the profession. Example would be those hardware shops, because these are skilled contractor providing services. They need their material from hardware shops. So hardware shop will be used as an example of outlets that satisfy this relationship. Well, we get a tour of findWHERE.info. Let me show you how this is particularly being achieved. So we are here at the landing page of findWHERE.info. The first way of how findWHERE.info is able to help an agent or specialist skilled contractor is by listing the personality in the agent's category. So like here you have seen 3 particular advertisement on the profile of a person. Let us go into agents. We are looking at the agents categorized under different specialty area. So this can be sorted out by choosing the agent type. On the site filter, we can say we have electrician. Also we have plumbing, and the other one is the renovation specialist. So this one way that a person can highlight his own profile in the advertisement of findWHERE.info, going into personal page, which in this case is Kelvin Renovate. So Kelvin Renovate started his own group of practice, AB Repair Agency, and this AB Repair Agency is featured as a business outlet. So we can go to his business outlet. This business outlet is a physical shop or a physical office with a office setup, and his featured profile is just beneath the featured image of the outlet, which attract the eyeball of the visitor. So if the visitor were to look for repair agency and able to see the advertiser, who is Kevin King. Now this means Kevin King can actually get leads from people who visit or visitor who visit findWHERE.info. And the agency or the team of workers or team of specialists has actually their own personal page being featured underneath this business entity. So we can see Adrian, and also we can see Terence. So similar of other profile type, like in the case of Kevin, his name will be featured. Adrian Plumber, his company, if he has a company, this can be a company established by Adrian himself, or if he belongs to the same company, in this case AB Repairs Agency, it is featured within the same profile. Of course, agents for latest listing in this case is the plumber who buys his material from some hardware shops. He may want to promote the hardware shop to gain support from this hardware shop's referral. For example, we go to one hardware shop. Hardware shop as a business outlet, it is featured as an advertisement. So this featured advertisement, Kingly Hardware and General Trading Batu Kawah, the advertisement is done by Kevin, who was the renovation specialist. And in the same advertisement also, Kevin King displayed the names of Adrian Plumber and also Terence Electrician, because 3 of them work as a team in AB Repairs Agency. So highlighting the outlet will get visitors to see Kevin King and to see his team of specialists, repair specialists or contractors. So in such a way, visitors who are looking for hardware material would be directed to see the specialists who can do the service to do up the job of required renovation. In the same setting also, at the bottom here, because it is an outlet which is an office, it has all the 8 linkages. So with the linkages of locality, with the numbers of agent that is working on around this area, or in the case of a renovation specialist, you will be renovation specialist subspecialty who are in this area. Some of the property that are available for sale or for rent, the outlets, eatery outlets, restaurants, bakery outlets that is nearby this advertisement. So this advertisement, apart from acting as advertisement for itself, also gives the ad linkages referral to other businesses, and featuring the mapping by the particular advertiser. In this case, the advertiser is not the owner of the hardware shop, but the specialist, renovation specialist Kevin, who want to bring business to this outlet, as well as to enhance his referral, so that he will get more referral from people visiting this hardware outlet. So this is the two ways that findWHERE.info can assist the visitor who are interested to look for information in findWHERE.info. First, to look for the outlet, and second, to look for people who are associated with the services that provides, in this case, renovation. Let us go back to the presentation slide. So we have a brief tour of how findWHERE.info is able to assist promotion of the specialist on profile, as well as his second way, which is to map up the associated or ancillary services, at the same time promoting his service to the referrer of these outlets. So now we want to proceed to a big question, whether Google search can actually arrive at the advertisement outlets. Is your listing in findWHERE searchable by Google? The answer is a big yes. In that case, I will show you how it is done. Location, key features, and point of promotion are the 3 normal things that we would list out in the title of the advertisement. So in this case, I would choose to do MJC Batu Kawah as a location. Key feature would be the hardware shop, and the third one is the name of the hardware shop name, Y Delta. So this Y Delta will be used as a sample to show you the search outcome. Before we do the searching, I will do a clearing of the browsing data. Clear browsing data. So that there is no disturbance to our search. Okay. So we will type as just now, MJC Batu Kawah hardware, and the name of the shop is Y Delta. So let us hit enter. Right, there is a map showing where this, probably this is here. You can see that the outcome of the search actually shows our advertisement of Y Delta Essential Hardware Batu Kawah MJC Batu Kawah. So this also shows other hardware shops nearby, and Y Delta Essential under another platform, also another platform, bizmalay.com. Right, so findWHERE.info in fact is featured by Google search in this example. So you can look at putting an advertisement and being searchable by Google search. So in this advertisement, Y Delta Essential, now it's also featured advertisement by Kelvin, the renovation specialist, and he also put down his team of specialists together. The same advertisement also shows the surrounding area, locality, who are the people. So he shows his other friends, he himself, and the Terence electrician. Also the other available services that is nearby this outlet, the tourist spot if ever, any sports arena, any businesses that is nearby like schools and banking, as well as eateries and bakeries. So these ad linkages is the feature that we are specialized in for findWHERE.info. So let us go back to the presentation. Right, we have done so, and now I want to highlight to you that actually all the idea and all the product that is being promoted in the internet goes back to the person or the specialist behind it. And indeed in the current state we need to do recording to keep records of our information in the internet so that it can be searched by Google, and Google would give us the pop-up so that visitors will be able to get the eyeball or get our influence over the long term. So this part will be long term for generating business opportunities and monetizing it. So like say for construction, we are looking at it as a service, and therefore with service most of us are having this problem of a 20-year-old experienced person. It's very hard to tell to compare to a 20 months experienced person in the internet era now, because everybody use a handphone, and the handphone shows a lot of subjective to interpretation, a lot of things that are not probably able to reflect correctly. And therefore we are in findWHERE trying to feature specialists, people who are specialized in their field of work, into good records, and under this profile of the specialist person, record of the specialist and his experience over time, his activity regions, his activity area, his influence over time established among good words by mouth of all the outlets, in this case probably the hardware shop who are referring cases to this specialist, geolinking the specialist region together. So we know that what is in your mind is how then it can benefit the renovation specialist or other specialists. It needs you to do three things. First is mapping. Specialists go out to map the region, like just now a plumber or an electrician or a renovation specialist go out to take picture of the hardware shop, the hardware outlet, and promote the hardware outlet with he himself, his profile featured as well in the advertisement. And this advertisement promotes the activity of the region, will create influence over a long term, and this also capture visitors or prospect client who comes to look for information in findWHERE to locate where the outlets is, as well as to get the outlets to refer the jobs to the individual specialists. So in conclusion, I want to highlight that findWHERE.info in fact is evolving from today's state of listing, not from just a product perspective, it's also from the service perspective of the specialist. It's a new idea. We are evolving using geolinking of outlet locations to refer one business to another business. And this means also the repair specialists or service providers are actually a community. They refer their jobs to each other, sometimes due to shortage of manpower or due to location preference, and therefore referring to each other needs a pool of specialists working together. And this is a big check segment which I have not seen any other platforms are able to group them together. So this is a big business segment where opportunities lies, and working on a website for long term, we in findWHERE.info would want to craft out a specialist area here. Thank you very much for listening in.